So I just woke up. I'm still trying to wake up. And I've seen a lot of people talking about this. There's some people who are miffed, maybe muffed, jiffed. I don't freaking know, man. But all the Super Mario games on the Super Mario 3D All Stars for the Nintendo Switch are emulated. And people are losing their minds. Some people don't care. I just wanted to talk about this for a moment because I thought it was like obvious, and I don't really know that it's an issue. Some people are really upset by this, but I want to take a quick look at this article and kind of comment on it a little bit more. So, WCCF Tech, I've never seen this website before, but we're going to go through this real quick. They're reporting that Oatmeal Dome reported through Twitter that Super Mario 3D All Stars has leaked. People have access to it. They're digging into it, figuring out what's going on, trying to see if Galaxy 2 is hidden in there, that kind of thing, right? And he states it appears all games are emulated, but Galaxy and Sunshine run under a Wii and GameCube emulator named Haggy, possibly made by Nintendo of Europe division. Mario 64 is running under Nintendo 64 emulator, doesn't know which. Now, these are all going to be Nintendo's emulators, right? So that's it's like, I mean, this is how things are done a lot of times. You get like the Disney afternoon collection, whatever the heck that was called, with like all the NES games never came out on the Switch, you bastards. But like that, for example, all the games are emulated. The Mega Man collections that have come out, they're all emulated, right? A lot of times this is the way they go about things. The Sega Genesis collections, the games are running through an emulator. And it just seems like it was a given to me that that's how this was going to be, because these weren't like all new ports of the game, right? But let's continue on. Galaxy in particular is really interesting. It appears they recompiled the original code to run natively on the Switch CPU, but everything else, GPU and audio, is running in the emulator. Interesting trick. So, I mean, there's some work being done here, right? I mean, I'm not trying to defend Nintendo. I could already see people would be like, oh, you Nintendo fanboys, freaking defending everything they do. I'm not defending shit. I'm just, I'm interested in this. I'm interested, and I have my particular thoughts on it. You know what I mean? So he says, information on Nintendo 64 emulator. The Shindui Pack ROM, which I probably butchered that. I have the cartridge of that, is being used. So that's the Japanese edition of the game that came out later for the Nintendo 64 that incorporated Rumble. So you could rumble in your Bronx all day long playing Super Mario 64. Pretty cool little port, but there's some like changes to it, you know what I mean? That some people don't like, some people do like, that kind of thing. But what else does he state here? Texture code and text translation patches are applied on the fly. Interestingly, first-person camera has inverted controls versus original. Interesting. Among the three games, Super Mario Galaxy is the game that seemingly had the most work done, as the original code has been recompiled for the CPU. What else? Galaxy, we already read that. They repeated it twice, right? So, I mean, does this change your thoughts on this collection of games? I mean, like Super Mario 64 was on the Wii, and it was emulated. They had a Nintendo 64 emulator through that. I don't really see the concern, because they weren't being presented as brand new ports with a ton of new features and redone graphics. We've seen the videos, we've seen the trailers. These games are just the standard releases with some little tweaks to them to put them in this package. Some people have said this package is very lazy. I've seen people saying how the menu system or the screen where you select the game is very lazy, and anybody could have put that together. And I get it. For me, it's about playing the games and the access to the games. And I already know people will be like, I could download these bitches and play them for free. I know you can, bro. I mean, I have a hard drive on my Wii, on my little Wii, that I have all these games on the hard drive, and I could play them, right? I have a GC loader. I could play, Mario Sunshine on. I have a EverDrive I could play Mario 64 on. I have a Hyperspin build on my PC that runs all three of these games. I know, but not everybody's going to be into it the same way we are. You know what I mean? I'm about options. I love options. Now, do I think, I do have certain thoughts. This game being released for $60 for a limited time. Looking at, if you were to go buy the original games, used on eBay, you're looking upwards of over $100 to get all three of these games in okay condition. It's a lot of money. Now, to get these in one package on the Nintendo Switch for $60 and they're emulated, some people, did my voice just crack? Did my balls just drop? Am I finally going through puberty? Oh my God. But some people, I understand, I'm not knocking people. People are going to be like, you know what, these games are emulated. I'll fucking emulate them somewhere else. Doesn't matter to me. I don't have stock in Nintendo. I like Nintendo. Oh my God. It's such a, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with me today. But I like Nintendo. I like Sony. I like, Xbox. I don't like everything that every single one of these companies do. I wish this game was cheaper. I wish it was a $39.99 game, right? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people wish that. $29.99. I wish it was a $10 game. Fuck it, right? I wish it was free, just given to us to celebrate Mario's 35th anniversary. That's what I wish. But shit ain't happening. Nintendo's a business. They're going to sell things for what they think they can sell them for. They're going to do what they think they can do and make that money. And, I've been a business person a good portion of my life. And I get business, I get it, but I also get the frustrations that consumers have with the way companies do things. Nintendo wouldn't be as successful as they are if they weren't doing some of the shit that they do. The artificial scarcity, that kind of thing, hyping things up. I mean, it's a business tactic. Doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean everybody should do it, but Nintendo does it and they do it extremely well to keep that Nintendo name in people's mouths. Because go back to, the golden days of Nintendo. To me, that was NES and Super Nintendo. After that, it was like a whole different landscape. Even to now, it's the same. It's very similar. Nintendo 64 came out. We had shit for third-party support, but we had awesome first-party games, right? We get the GameCube and the Wii. Yeah, there's some third-party support on everything. The Wii became a dumping ground. And the Switch is becoming the same thing with all those just ridiculous, non-polished indie games that somebody just pulled out of their butt and just flung a piece of shit at the Nintendo pipeline for, eShop stuff, right? They just bloop and just threw it in there and it's just approved. Boom, it can be sold, right? The Switch is becoming the same thing with that. The Nintendo seal of approval means shit anymore in that regard. But the golden days are over, man. Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Nintendo Switch, tons of awesome games for those consoles, but they completely removed themselves from the mainline, console generations, right? And Super Nintendo was the last system that was like kind of in line with everything else that was going on out there and competed with everybody else. Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, it kind of like they did their own things. I mean, I know the GameCube was a powerful system and whatnot, but they just kind of skipped the whole beat with the business world of video games. And it's just the way it is. And they just keep doing their thing. And they've been very successful at it. So, hey, I mean, I'm not knocking them. I wish they would do certain things different way. This being emulated surprises me not. And now I forgot why I even did this video. Holy shit. Well, guys, I do appreciate y'all watching. Even if this, I started wigging out here a little bit. You know what I mean? Mario 3D All-Stars emulated. I figured that's how it was going to be. Whatever. Let me know. Are you guys going to, cancel your pre-orders? Are you just done with Nintendo? Do you hate Nintendo? I always get comments, fuck Nintendo. I'm never buying from them again. Cool, man. Bye.